Welcome to another edition of Melody Monday. Every week we're going to be looking at a different melody that starts from a different interval from the chromatic scale. But we're also going to be looking at what makes a good melody. What are the ingredients to making a good melody? Today we're going to be looking at Fly Me to the Moon. But before I play that for you, please remember to like and subscribe. And there's also Patreon as well that'll help produce more videos along this line. So this is Fly Me to the Moon. What are the ingredients in this melody that makes it so memorable and ear-catching? First of all, think about the structure. We've got a standard A, B, A, C structure. So already we've got it packaged up in a nice little box, as it were. So as it's a song, you could look at this as verse, chorus, verse, outro or coda. Rhythmically, there's a lot of repetition going on. As you can hear from the melody, we're already repeating the rhythm right there, and the chorus is just the same in that respect. So we've got repetition. Melodic contour is another part of this, which is quite interesting. Let's look at the harmony going on. The actual chord progression itself is known as a rising fourth progression, in that we're going up fourths, which is a fairly standard way of approaching things. Think about All the Things You Are or Autumn Leaves, and many other tunes besides. I Will Survive would be another example of that. So harmonically, the melody itself is based on the third of each one of those chords. So we have A minor, D minor, G7, C major 7, F major 7, B half diminished, E7 going into A minor, which of course gives us A harmonic minor at that point. And I'll come back to that, but that's another part that really makes the melody stand out. So contour wise, I think one of the most memorable, or what makes this most memorable, is the fact that we've got a descending sequence, all based on the major scale, the C major scale. And of course, C major is where we're going. That's where the whole chord progression is heading. So we've got 6, 2, 5, 1, basically. Of course, there's some detours on the way home, but that's the basic fundamental building blocks of the harmonic content. The sequences contained within it, I think, are part of what makes this tune really memorable. And if I take out the rising parts, you'll hear what I mean. That's a big part of what makes the melody tick. It's this descending nature of the melody that's really quite catchy, and that's the bit that makes it memorable. There are some other parts within the chorus that really start tugging at the heartstrings, and this is to do with consonance or dissonance, or tension and release. So if we think about the opening line of the chorus, already we've got that semitone ascent, and remember we had a semitone descent coming into the start of the tune. So that's on D, which goes to G. So that's now become a ninth. So from a fifth from D to the ninth of G. Furthermore, we get a 4 and a 3 the G. So again, tension, release. And the next sequence. So we've got a minor third from the D, turning into a flat 7 on the G. Now we go to the 9th of G. So it's 9, 8. Now that there is known as an appoggiatura. And an appoggiatura is a dissonance on a strong beat, even though this is beat 2, it's not the strongest beat in the bar, but it's still a strong beat resolving onto a weak beat. Darling, kiss me. So at that point, we've got 9, 8, then we're into C, 4, 3. And again, it's another appoggiatura, resolving onto the 3rd of C. Darling, kiss me. And therein lies the tug at the heartstrings. And of course, one version of this is Frank Sinatra, and I really like the chromatic way that he ends the piece with the words, I love you. So there's quite a few ingredients to that makes it a good melody, and I do hope that's been helpful to you. Please think about playing more melodies on the bass. I think there's a world of musical terms and knowledge to be had from doing that. It's also going to affect your own playing in a more melodic way, even playing lower down the neck. You're still going to be aware of these melodic devices, as it were, and I think you're going to find that helpful. My name's Pete, this is The Infinite Bass. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.